Well, hello everybody. Hello. Oh, what a great day for Nioh 3 once again. So we're back, continuing on where we left off, which was we just finished the first Crucible, and then we got traveled back in time. Not back in time, but we got traveled here again. Talked to the blacksmith, which I believe, no, I think when we leave and go back, we'll be able to start a quest with her. But I did talk to the three, I guess we'll call them dojo trainers in lieu of a better word. So I'm gonna do those trainings real fast. Those will allow us to access more skills in all of the skill trees. So it's very important that we do them. However, these are so much easier than the ones in previous games, both Nioh 1 and 2, because instead of having one for every different weapon, which they did in the past, it's now just 3. Oh geez. Oops, my capture card just fell there, but hopefully your connection is okay. Looks like we are. Looks like we're so good. But yeah, now we just like have 3, and like you don't even like, it's not even like that difficult. Like, and it's not just because this is the first one, like just even the last one was super easy. Like, cause first of all, you get to have your entire kit, which I think you actually got to have it too in previous games. I could be wrong, but it's just like, I don't know, just this is definitely a spot where things got a lot easier between the 3 games. I will say, even the ninja one is, like, for someone like me who never uses the ninja fighting style, only when I need to, like if I'm forced to for like a trophy or something like that, I still like did just fine with the training, like with the ninja dojo missions, which was like very surprising, because in the past the ninja centered ones were always the hardest for me. Like, they were always the hardest because it just countered my particular skill set. Like, I don't even know how to play like optimally with ninja, like at all. Like, I haven't even changed my gear out for ninja or anything. Like, I can see why people call ninja like easy mode in a sense, or some people like to call like ninja like cheating almost, because man, with how much you can just jump around like a goddamn monkey, you're just jumping around everywhere. Like, oh my gosh, man. I don't know if how they balanced elemental status with ninja, but I could see that becoming very broken as far as like building status. Like, I could see end game builds, like when this game's like towards the end of its support, like life's, like when they're done supporting this game, like at least like a year from now, maybe even longer, I could totally see ninja like dominating most end game builds. Just for the simple fact of how much you can attack, how hard how easily you can probably keep the pressure on enemies, and on bosses, like how quickly you can just inflict status, which is usually the name of the game when it comes to end game stuff, is building like some kind of a status. With them getting rid of with them getting rid of what do they call it? Crap, what's the name? The blessed and like the cursed weapons, like in that build up for it. With them having gotten rid of that in this game, I feel like it's going back to the Nioh 1, where the name of the game was building up confusion on bosses like as quickly as possible, which was very easy for a lot of magic build for a lot of builds. I never took advantage of that, but a lot of in-game builds did, and I could totally see Ninja doing that too. But either way, we got all three of those taken care of. So now we will go back to the present day and continue on with the main game. And I've been a bit unsure of how I want to go about like what to actually include in the videos, like what for the recordings. Because there's a lot like of just open world stuff that doesn't like just a whole lot of nothing that happens. Okay, there it is. There's the side mission with the blacksmith. So I don't know why it doesn't. I don't know why it makes us have to leave the place just to have us go right back to it to activate the mission. It's very weird the way that works. Well, we got another side mission from Honda. And now he will give us the main goal for us to take care of. However, there's a good amount of stuff to do even before you get to that. And so he wants us to go to, what's it called? What do they call it? It starts with the M. I forgot the name of it. No, it's not Futamasa Castle. He wants us to go somewhere. I don't remember. But either way, but yeah, there's like a few areas, like regions or whatever, before we even get there. And I'm trying to figure out what to actually include. Because, like, I don't know if I need to include every single second of me playing this game. Because there's a lot of stuff that doesn't really do anything or contribute to anything. Like it would just be more like finding skills or collecting some collectibles or no, dang it, this is a really weirdly placed collectible and I don't know what the intent was for this. Oh, shoot. Oh, perfect. Like, I don't know what the intent was to get that. Like, I don't know if I did this right or if there was a better way, but it's the only way I've been doing it. But anyways, yeah, I don't know. Like, there's a lot of stuff where, like, just nothing happens. Like, beyond just, like, maybe taking out some lesser crucibles, finding a couple skills here and there. Like, I don't know. I do not know yet. But for now, I'll just show everything for now. Maybe like beyond like maybe like leveling up or something. But for now, I'll include everything for now. Just leave it at that. But I know that there it is. There is a side mission that we can find, which I actually do like this. I really like. It's not often, but I do like how when you interact with like one of the Amrita things, or you interact with like something else that happens in the world, you'll surprisingly find a side mission. Like this Amrita thing that I found now added an extra mission as a battle scroll, which that's cool. Like that's really cool. I just wish that they would have done more of that. Okay, let's see here. I forget where all the little things are in the keep. There's like a bunch of little Amritas you can find. I know that there's a Kadama you can find. Okay, cool. Now that we have level 4, we'll be able to find everything now. Yep, fast travel to Eternal Rift. Oh, and now that we have the Gale Sprint, we actually unlocked a Spirit Vein that we can interact with in the world, which is nice. Oops, wrong button. This one right here. This is one of them that we can interact with, which is cool. I do like this too, like having some of the Guardian Spirits actually act as transportation or like traversal things to access secret, like, you know, areas and stuff. That's really cool. Yeah, but with this being an open world game, I gotta like figure out like how much to actually record, because like this is now like getting to where like it's like, does everybody want to like everybody doesn't want to see all the stuff in between the main story beats, but at the same time most of this game is just open world stuff. Like this game really is just mostly filler. It really is. If you were to beeline and just do missions, even just like side missions, battles, even if you just did those, and like of course those main story missions, stuff like that, with just minimal exploration, this game would probably be 15 hours, maybe. Like maybe 20 if you were like struggling, which you probably would struggle quite a bit, because you'll probably end up being underleveled if you were just doing missions, because a bulk of your experience, stuff like that, you're going to get is from exploring and like fighting like bosses, like roaming bosses and stuff like that you'll find. And also like you'll miss out on like collectibles and the buffs that those come with, and like special skills that you can only find in the open world that can definitely help you depending on what weapon you're using. So like you're missing a lot of that. So you may struggle quite a bit more than you normally would have. But even still, like this is the story. Like this is not a really big story, which is a shame. Because Nioh 1 and 2, they're not open world games, so you kind of have to. I mean, you could do this. The side missions are optional. That was always like the side content, which you don't have to do. And a lot of players don't do them, or at least do all of them. But you would still end up. With like at least 40 hours. I keep pressing the wrong button. At least 40 to 60 hour game, easy. So it kind of sucks that this game is so, like, far as like the story is so much shorter, because they try to compensate with just open world fluff at the end of the day, which I guess is just what most open world games at this point. Okay, I think I need to go back and activate that shrine. That's what I was looking for, was the shrine. I'm finding the shrines now that are around the keep, so that when I'm ready to go to another section of the area, I can just fast travel to the shrines right away instead of having to go back to the keep and then do it. So I'm just kind of taking care of this now, because the keep kind of works as another central hub to start going to different directions in this region, like in this time period's region. So yeah, we're gonna, yeah, there's another gate which leads to another, yeah, so there's like a whole bunch of stuff here in this keep here. Like, I know there's another gate on the far side as well. I don't think there's anything out there. Guys, I'm pressing the middle button because I'm currently playing Strangers of Paradise, which is also made by Team Ninja, and they use the middle button, like the touchpad, to interact with doors and stuff, so I'm kind of used to that at the moment. Okay, so I think I am first, before I follow this campus, because this campus is going to take us out of this keep, like at the beginning of it. So before I do that, I'm going to go to the far end here. And just interact with this shrine. Just so I can have it opened. And then I'll go interact with this campus. And it's a real shame that they didn't actually, like, now that you clear, I mean, I guess you could, if you didn't find collectibles while you're in this campus, in the Crucible the first time, I guess you could find it now. But it's a shame that there's, like, not, like, extra hidden stuff inside of here, now that the Crucible's all gone and everything. Because, man, my first time going through this on the demo, I was scouring this whole area, thinking that, like, there'd be something, like, new, and nope, not a damn thing. But it is nice that this campus, not all of them, but it's nice that some campuses like this one, they just lead you to an area, like, or like a hidden collectible that maybe you wouldn't have found otherwise. Alright, so I think we got everything covered in the castle, I think. But we unlocked another spirit vein, so I am going to interact with it real fast. And then I'm going to go back to the Eternal Rift and start the side quest with the blacksmith. So now that I have that, I will... Unfortunately, I think that's the only spirit vein for now that we have access to. Yeah, so there's nothing else. We need to wait for other ones to come out. Or we have to wait till we get other ones to interact with the others. So we'll go to the Eternal Rift, talk to the blacksmith, get that situated, and then continue on. I don't know what area I'm going to start first. We will have to see. Also, it is a dang shame that you don't get her grandfather I guess that's a spoiler, but it's just, I don't know, like, it's cool that they brought the same blacksmith. I believe that's the one from Nioh 2. Yes, it is. That's the one from Nioh 2. And so it's a shame that with her kind of being back, even though we don't ever get to have her name, which is odd, very odd that we don't have her name. I'm gonna talk to these. I don't know if we have to talk to them. but I do just in case. Like, it stops you from doing the next ones whenever those unlock. So I'm just gonna make sure I talk to them. Oh, and we can also talk to our sibling. He moves around in different areas, and I believe he only progresses as you fight a few secret bosses that are tied to him. Then he moves like to a different spot. I don't know. Actually, I don't really know what dictates him moving. But either way. So let's see here. We can now kind of start going off on our own. So I can either start here. I can start here. I can start there. Or start all the way over here. I'm trying to think, what level am I? What level am I? 21. Okay. So then with that... Okay, definitely don't want to be doing this just yet. You know what? I'll start here first. I haven't started here first in the past, so I'll do that this time. I think in the past, in like my other playthrough on my main account, I think I started going towards Mikatagahara. There we go. I think I did that first. So we're gonna mix it up, do a little something different, and go this way. Yeah, because that door's sealed off for now. I think it'll open up later. So here we go. We're gonna start off and start doing work. Oh, geez, I start off in this area. Oh, this place sucks. Well, I mean, like, not sucks in like it's hard. It's just annoying because you're in a swamp area now, and it just makes things a bit tough to get through. But now that I got the skills that I needed in the last stream, I got the axe skills that I was looking for. So now that I have pretty much what I need, it's just gonna be smooth sailing for me from here. Who saw me? Someone saw me. Somebody saw me. Someone's attacking me. Oh, okay. It's you? Is it you? Oh, it's both of you. Okay. It's funny, like they're doing like no damage to me. Oh, is that? It's him. Okay. That guy, he saw me. Okay. I will say the weird thing, something about this game, like, they didn't really include like a poison area per se, but they really did. They did a lot of areas where you're slowed down, and or you get the stench status, which is interesting because it's been around since the first game, the very first game. But it's always been like I guess more like an afterthought than anything. Like, I never, like, it just seemed like more like an annoyance that only like a couple enemies ever really like even utilized. But now, like, they pushed it way more. But I guess that's in lieu of poison, because like there's really not like a big poison area. And paralysis is way less than another game, which is great, because paralysis was fucking a nightmare. So I'm glad that it's been de-emphasized. But I don't know if this is much better, because, man, is it annoying. let's see here. And I do hate what they did with the crabs, like the big ones, the Bakuganis. It made them so much harder to deal with now because you can't build up electric like you used to. I really hope that gets buffed. Because it was never this hard to fucking build up status with like the talismans. But now it's like these things, like unless they change their weakness and they're not weak to electric anymore, like they used to be, like I don't know why electric doesn't build up on these guys like it used to. Because these guys were like deathly afraid of lightning. Like, one hit from a lightning buffed attack, and these guys were paralyzed. Like it was instantaneous. But it was like the most effective way to deal with them because of their hard outer shell. It was like kind of the way to deal with them. But now it doesn't even work. Granted, they actually do stagger when you hit them in the front instead of it bouncing off, which I guess that's the compromise. But I don't like it. Or maybe because my Omnio Magic is too low. Maybe that's why. Which that would make a lot of sense. Because even on my main account where I've already beaten the game once, my Omnio Magic's still not even at 40. So, maybe that's it. It is weird coming through this spot the other way. I've always come through this area. Yeah, I've always come through here, I guess from up here? Yeah, I think from up here. So I think I would like go from here and then like find my way here and then make my way down. Yeah. Make my way down and then come back around up here. So it's quite interesting to come through this area a different way. However, I do wonder what the intended route was. Like, what was the intended first area that they wanted players to go to from the Hamasu Castle? I do wonder. That was a weird glitch. Oh well, anyways, I am kind of hoping. I'm checking, like, every day I'm checking, like, oh jeez, who saw me? Who done seen me? Is it you? Did you see me? Yep, you saw me. But I'm checking Nioh 3 every day to see, like, what's the latest patch? And, you know, like, what's going to be in the patch? Because when Team Ninja puts out patches, man, it is very rarely a small patch. Like, the one they did 2 last week. And the first patch early in the week, I think it was Tuesday or something, that patch was a major, that was a big patch. That rebalanced a lot of things. But then but they did another patch on Thursday, I think. Thursday or Friday, and that was like a small, just fixed a couple bugs. But usually the patches they put out come with several balancing changes and fixes and adjustments and stuff like that. So, but usually it's exciting because usually it's like stuff that could possibly change the game and whatnot, which that's what I always look forward to see. Like, is it going to improve something? Is it going to add a feature or features? You know, like what's going to be the next big game-changing update, you know? So I guess that's why I find it exciting, because you never know. You never know when the latest patch is going to be like the patch. Or sometimes it's the patch that makes the game a lot less fun, which they've been known to do. on several occasions. They did it with Nioh 2. They did it with Wolong. So, it has happened before. Okay, so we got to here. However, we're not going to be able to fight that guy. That's a master over there who is like an opponent, like a boss. But we can't fight him. We're not going to be able to fight him for a while. I don't know why he is so like hidden, like why he's here. Because to get the ability, the spirit guardian that we need to traverse to get there is in, I believe, region 2. But he's no different, like no stronger than really any other master that we find in the game. So I really don't understand what made him so special. Like when I fought him, I beat him like every other one. So I don't really get it. Ooh, maybe I should go up here before. Yeah, because then that. Ooh, this. Oh no, this is where I usually. I think I went this route my first time, because it was the lowest level. I think I went here. Yeah, I did. I went here because there's the cave. Yeah, this was my first area from the castle. I went here because this is the mission with Honda. And then that led me here. And then that was how, yeah, because then this will take you to here, which is a small little area, which has a nice little surprise in it. But yeah, because then that led me from here, and then I went that way, and then after I was done, then I went up here. Yeah, I remember now. I remember what I did. This is very weird. I don't think I should have went this way first, because now I go up here, and then I have to kind of backtrack back here to do the rest of this. Yeah, this was definitely not the play, but it is what I have chosen. I guess this is what I get for trying to be different. You know, I've read on multiple occasions that apparently there's, and I guess this is probably coming from the devs themselves, but there's apparently like over 1,000 collectibles in this game, and what I'm wondering is, what are they considering a collectible? Because if you apparently out of the collectibles you need, there's it's like 400 something that you need to actually find. But again, I'm wondering, what's considered a collectible? Are all of the Amritas that you find in the world collectibles? Are the secret skills that you find collectibles? You know, it just makes me wonder, because I'm like, I can't see how there's 1,000 in the game. I really can't see it, unless they're literally counting every little thing, like these. I don't know, I guess I got a special version of that item. Is that a collectible? Because if so, that's kind of weird. That was weird. And man, these guys, they made these guys real tame. Oh, okay. I didn't know you were gonna track like that, but okay. Wow, it took me all this I hadn't died once up until then. That's fun. Oh, whoops. Oh, well, at least it let me... Oh, I missed this. Well, at least it let me do this. That's one of the positives of dying, is that, at least for me, like, there's been many, many times where I have died, but it led to me retrieving, like, an in-reader or something that I missed. Oh, shit, he saw me. Come on. Break the... There we go. Alright, this guy's as good as done now. There we go. And there's also like the some of the soul cores. There's like crucible wraiths, you know, like the special soul cores, which I don't even think there's a trophy to find all of those. So I'm like, what are those considered collectibles in this game? This really makes me wonder, like, really how is there 1,000 collectibles? And there's my head. Am I gonna make that? Oh wow, that actually got it. Wasn't sure if I was gonna have to use a rifle or not for that, but it worked out. So cool. Okay, so yeah, like this is like the splitting point, so that you either go here and further on this path, or you go here and then get into this little side area here. However, I don't want to do either of those. I want to finish this area, which will lead me into here. So, this is just such a strange way of doing all this. This was not the intended route at all. I think what I might do is, so I'll go here, I'll do all of this, and then this will lead into me meeting Honda for his side mission. But there's a shrine right next to it. So I believe what I'll do is I'll go that far, and then from there I will go back to the castle and go to the entrance of that whole area, so I can start from the other way around. Because it is going to be much, much easier for that area if I start from the other way around. Oh, shoot. These wolves, man. These wolves blend in. Oh, shit. He sees me. just missing that. You know, this was not how I wanted this situation to go at all. Okay, there we go. I kind of wanted to be more like that, but it's alright. We improvise and we adapt. Okay, so we're actually close to a enemy base. But before we do, we will come to this little spot. Dang it, I always walk a little too soon. Okay. You out, and then we'll take you out. Do not skip on the ranged weapons, y'all. They have been broken since day one. And by that I mean Nioh 1. I wouldn't go as far as making a ranged build. You can. The game does provide some tools to do that, but that's not going to get you very far. Well, it's not going to get you far in the end game. I don't know how well we would do on a first playthrough, but on anything past that, it's not going to do anything. What the fuck? Okay, this guy is throwing rocks at me. Oh my goodness, this dude. Also, I think the dwellers actually got a tad bit nerfed because they used to. I haven't seen it in my playing yet, but in the past, whenever they grabbed you, there was like with like their unblockable grab thing. There was two moves that they could do. The first one was the one that happened to me, was blowing poison. They'll spew poison on you. But the other thing was that they would hit you a few times with a rock. And I haven't had that happen to me. So I'm not sure if that's just not a move they do anymore or what. But that actually, I mean, I'm happy because on like late playthroughs, on harder playthroughs, that grab could do some damage to you. It really could. It was deceivingly powerful if they caught you. Granted, it's not hard to avoid, but if it got you, it could do some heavy damage. So we're gonna have to come back to this area like way like towards the end of the towards the end of this region. But we're just doing this now. And also we ran into our first mimic. And man, it's very annoying playing Nioh 1 and 2 co-op with other players, and half of them, more than half of them, had no idea what to do with the Mujina. Like, I think it's Mujina, or the gosh, the fake walls. Like, people just did not know what to do with them. It was very annoying because you have to suffer, because if you don't know what to do, you have to fight it, and you can end up dying from it, and it's very annoying when they died because they were just too ignorant to know what to do with those yokai. Wonderful. But it's okay. They're just coming to their own slaughter, so it's alright. However, I could have swore there was an Emrita or something around here. Oh, right there. There it is. Alright, so here is our enemy base. Which, do I have a better ranged weapon now? Do I have a gun yet? I do. This will be nice. Okay. Because this base has a lot of dudes that we can shoot at. Ah, jeez. Like, a lot of the dudes that are in this base can be sniped. Like that guy up there, he can be sniped. Kill him? Yes, it will. Awesome. There's like, I think there's 3 people here. There's one there. One there. Right there. How they're not seeing me is anyone's guess. But I'm not asking questions. Oh, geez, almost died. Oof, almost missed the jump. Thank goodness for the double jump. I would have been a dead man. Okay. You know, for this game being full of, like, having the jump and everything, especially a double jump, there's actually not that many surprising, like, dedicated platforming sections. Like, I mean, yeah, you have to jump from place to place, however, but, like, not, like, obstacle courses or anything like that, which is nice. Which is nice. Like, they didn't like, indulge themselves too much with it. Because so many times, sometimes devs will get a little too crazy when they have jumping in their game. Like, I don't know, like they feel obligated or something to have it when it's absolutely not needed. Okay, so he's gonna be super dead. Super dead. And we got our last dude. You're done. This was actually one of the better bases that gets remixed in New Game Plus. Actually, I like the idea of so far a good amount of the bases that I have run into. At least in the first region, I haven't played past the first region in New Game Plus, but a lot of the bases that you run into, if not all of them, end up as soon as you enter, they all take place in the Dark Realm, which I love because when I was playing Nioh 2, I would actually have this thought of like, what if there was like a game mode that they included, just like, you know, for the crazy, insane end game players, right? Where, okay, I can't aim down, so I'm trying to figure out what's the best way to go about shooting that thing. Gotcha. I've always thought about, like, you know, it's just like a crazy, other than like not like a, you know, not like the underworld or whatever, just like some crazy thing you could do for the main campaign, like an additional thing for the campaign. And I always thought, like, what if there was an option, like a toggle you could use to just do the entire thing and you're permanently in the Dark Realm. You were just always in it. You don't dispel it ever. You're just always in it. And it can be like a, you know, just basically like a self-inflicted challenge. You know? Just like, I guess you would call it a challenge mode of sorts. But, like, I thought about that, like, having something like that. Because when I was playing Nioh 2, I was so deep into it that it's just like, that was the only thing I could think of, you know, as far as like the main story. Because my build was good enough to take on everything that was in, you know, even on Dream of the Demon. No, Dream of the Nioh in Nioh 2. Like that 5th difficulty. My build, I mean, I beat the underworld with it, you know, so like my build was ready for everything. So, you know, for those that really put in the work, real dedication, that just wanted to keep playing, but wanted to do campaign stuff, I was thinking, like, man, what if you just always Dark Realm, just permanently Dark Realm throughout like every mission and all that. I don't know, I think it'd be kind of crazy. But we get a taste of that in New Game Plus with a lot of the enemy bases being in Dark Realm the entire time, which I think is really cool. And you're done. Cool. That is a Crucible down. I will say one thing that I find very annoying is in New Game Plus, like, you get these items that can allow you to redo things like Crucibles, which on the surface was, like, sounds nice. But then they're like, but Crucibles will actually just respawn as harder versions of themselves, and you just go and deal with it on the map. Which I was like, okay, that saves you than having to waste it on that. But the thing is, it is all the fucking time that they respawn, and you're constantly going to the exact same one you just redid. Like, I mean, granted, like, even though I've had the entire first region fully unlocked, it's still having me go back to the same old ones. And so, like, it just really makes it feel like there's not enough of them to recycling over and over again. So like it kind of just defeats the purpose, like not defeats the purpose, but it just makes it feel less of a novelty thing, like less of a novel thing, and now more of a chore and just more annoying than anything, given just how many times it happens and then how little variety the game does with the randomization of choosing the next Crucible for you to go and redo. So I'm not really liking it so far, and I do wish there were more things that would sometimes bases get respawned, that's cool, but then again, it's the same bases a lot of the time too. So I don't know. It just feels a bit flawed. Like a good idea to kind of create some replayability, but it just I feel it's been executed a bit poorly. And there's a lot of things in this game that I feel were not executed as well as they could have been, or as well as Team Ninja wanted them to be. So I'm hoping, again, like with an update or a patch or whatever, they like revamp something, or update some stuff or something like that. Maybe they'll wait till the first expansion comes out to really revamp and make some major updates to everything, because that would be fantastic. Because I want to keep playing this game on my main account. I want to keep, to beat the entire second difficulty, grind away, keep getting my build better, just for the later difficulties to come, for whatever may come. Keep fine tuning all my gear to get all the stuff that I know I want on it and everything. I want to do that. But this game, the way they've done so many things with this game, just makes it not fun like in the past Nioh 1 and 2. So I'm just really hoping that that'll get, revamped with some upcoming patches. I mean, granted, the game hasn't even been out a full month yet, so it's time will tell. Got to be patient. But in the past, they have a history of adding a lot of stuff and revamping a lot of things in their games. Damn, I just headshotted that goddamn wolf. I didn't even know you could do that. I did not know you could headshot a wolf. Okay, I think after I get through this little village, we will be at the area with Honda's side mission. Oh yeah, there's that guy. I forgot about that guy. But I do get to sneak attack that guy, though. Going this way, which is cool. But then that guy's sneaky, so that's not cool. Okay. Alright, got that taken care of. This we can't interact with yet. We need a different guardian spirit, which I do not remember which one, but we don't have it. But cool, we got this little jungle area, or that little village taken care of, so now we're at the shrine, and Honda should be right next to it. There he is. So yeah, I will... Okay, so now that we're here... Yeah, now that we're here, okay, I'll go through this area, which is where the mission will take place. Get through here, and then I'm going to actually fast travel back to the start of this whole area, because it's just going to be a lot easier for me to get through it from here, rather than from here and going backwards. So... that will be the plan. But we will first talk with our boy Honda. So now, this is going to be our first, I guess, enemy base. But the entire thing takes place in the Dark Realm, which I love. And I think it's a really cool introduction into the Dark Realm. And I do like how it was incorporated into the open world-ish concept of the game. However, I will say this area is pretty damn big. and it can get a bit trying to tricky to find where all the enemies are, because there's only 10, and trying to find all 10 can be a bit tricky, just given how big the spot is. What the fuck? There's 2 of them? Oh jeez. Oh, okay, we got 1 down. Got him. Okay, cool. Woof. That was a surprise. But those dice don't count. They're not. They're just random. They don't count as actually fighting as actual yokai that we need to defeat. And I honestly do not remember where they are. I know where like 3 of them are, but the other ones I do not remember where they are. Okay, so there's a couple here. Get that guy. Oh, there we go. Oh, we got one here. Okay, so we got those. This guy, this one right here, that's the last one. I'm going to save that one for last. Because that seems to be, because I believe that's what they call like the source of the whole thing. Which I don't think the mission would end if you defeated him, but I haven't tried and I'm not going to risk it. So I'm just going to save that thing for last. Let's see here. Oh, these guys. I do not like these things. These worm things are very tanky. They are surprisingly tanky. Especially if you run into the bigger version of it. Holy crap is this thing. Like, it is a healthy beast. Fighting the bigger version of that. Like, I have almost died on more than one occasion. Okay, I think we are actually almost at the end, because there is a few that are here, and there's that one in the building we saved. Okay, there's a big dude. We got you. I believe there's another. There he is. Okay, and then there's you. And that'll be that last one in the building. We'll have all 10. I don't know what it takes to break the crystals on this guy. Like, we're almost gonna like kill this thing before we even took out the crystals. Yeah, like it wasn't even worth trying to do that special grapple attack, because it was like he was almost dead anyways. Okay, so now there's only one left that we saved. But before, I just want to take care of the rooms, like just make sure nothing's around here. I think there's something on the building. Could be wrong. No, behind the building. There we go. Okay. And then I'll go here real fast. Grab this. Ooh, a fire amulet. I could use that. With as many Umi Bozus that we find in this game, especially this first region, man, those fire amulets come in clutch to take those out way faster than normal. But, okay, I think we are good. I'm going to go find that final one we left and wrap up this side mission. Here we are. Come on, big boy. Oh, there's a crucible rake too, which is good. Nice. And you're done. All right. Yep, we got the enhanced soul core, which is great. We get anything else? Nope. Okay. But yeah, now we can talk to Honda and finish side quest. Oh yeah. It's interesting, like it makes me think that maybe this was the right way to go. It doesn't feel like it, but like when you talk to him, he tells you of another he basically sets up another mission for you. But when you go like with the way I had done this game before, going into this region from the beginning of it, from the castle, you actually get through that, like you'll end up taking care of that before you even talk to Honda. So it's interesting how he tells you about it himself if you haven't done it, but it feels like, I don't know, it's really interesting. So yeah, we'll take care of that later. But now that this area is clear of the dark realm, we can take care of some collectibles that are in here. The first one was here. This door was sealed earlier. We couldn't open it yet, but now we can. And get us a little ninja lock. And I saw there was another chest too. Now, where was that chest at? Was it in that house? No, I'm not even sure. Oh yeah, you gotta climb up to get in there from the inside. I forgot about that one. So now we can get in here. We could have done this in the dark realm, but I just forgot. And then the final thing, I think, and this is probably the most well hidden thing, is from here. Well, first of all, there's this. That's not what I was talking about, but there is that. Okay, so from here, you want to come out here and then come down here and then jump to this roof so that we can no, sorry, we wanted to get this building, but then jump out the window, because now we found a hot spring that was hidden. Oh, and it looks like there's also another another kappa. That's the third one. I don't know what's this area spot with kappas here, but and all right, cool. We also could have done this while in the dark zone, or dark realm, but I just waited till now to do it. But anyways, so I think that covers that. However, I will also get this Jinko, which I do not know where that's at. But we'll get the Jinko, and then we will go back to the castle. Oh, that's gonna be a ways. Okay, you know what? Actually, I'm not gonna get that right now. Let's go back to the castle and start from there, and then make our way down, and that'll actually lead us to the caves that Honda was talking about. But let's see if I can have a... Do I have a better axe finally yet? Yes, I do. Yeah. Oh, I sure do. Oh, boy. 370 now? Off of 313? Yes, please. Do I have any additional... Ooh. Let's see here. Ooh, Amrita earned 3.1%. Ooh, yes. We will take that. And better range damage? Okay. I'm gonna get the key recovery speed. Being an axe user, that's... We live and die by the key. And being able to replenish it as fast as possible since we use so much of it. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna start from here. I am probably... No, I didn't level up, so I'm not really over leveled per se. Why did I do that? Alright. Okay. So I found out the hard way with this crucible, this lesser crucible, that you can't enter crucibles from both ways. Because I first went around the corner here, which led to another route, which this route leads to as well. And I just thought that, okay, cool, yeah, I'll just come back, I'll come up the way to go to do the lesser crucible. Turns out that's not the case. You can only enter these one way, which is a bit annoying. Because you would have thought with a game, you know, like the game would try to think about that and try to give players some freedom to kind of, you know, enter the crucible any way they wanted. But it is what it is. I mean, and granted, it's not even that often where that happens. Most of them don't even have the ability, like, don't even, like, aren't setting you up in a situation where you could even enter it from multiple directions. So, I mean, it's not the biggest. It's not the biggest deal. And that was probably the easiest crucible so far. But anyways, yeah, so this spot, yeah, this leads you straight to this house. And also you. Whoa, that's a... I haven't seen that one before. That's cool. Oh, I'm paralyzed. Oh, I'm paralyzed. Okay, so we got here this route, but I'm gonna go back up and then do the rest, to do the other route. I know that there is a dude somewhere here. It's not these guys, but I will just take them out anyways. But I swear that there he is. Look at you. And then there's this guy. I don't know how you saw me, but Whatever. Also, I skipped this. I missed the Spirit Vein on my main playthrough, on my first playthrough. My first way here, I somehow missed that. I didn't end up missing a lot of things in this game. I mean, granted, because the game will just open up with the collectibles on the map for you. But even, like, before that would happen, I still wasn't really missing anything. Like, nothing's really that well hidden. But I did skip that one somehow. Okay. Now I know that there... I've been forgetting over and over again, but I know that there is a Gaki right behind me. Oh, okay. Well, I knew you were coming, but I couldn't stop you. Is there an Amrita on this house at all? No, there's not. Okay. Wow. I've never seen these two guys actually come at, like, kind of walking together. They were walking like they were friends.